chain events are going on this week, this month, this quarter, maybe what went on last week. And this week we have a special guest, Jennifer, the executive director of TMSA. That stands for the Transportation Marketing Sales Association. And we're going to be talking a little about their upcoming conference in Denver called Elevate, and just do the thing we do on Mondays, which is kind of just geek out on supply chain events. So without further ado, while I pull up some visuals here, Jennifer, you want to do a quick little introduction of yourself in TMSA?
Absolutely. Like Nathan said, I am Jennifer Carpus Romain, the Executive Director of TMSA, which you got right, Transportation Marketing and Sales Association. I find it's short when you abbreviate it, but too long when you say the whole thing. So I just end up doing both, and here we are.
Just to go.
But we are a trade nonprofit in transportation and logistics, and we've been around for over 100 years, helping the needs of marketing professionals. And then we added sales in 2011. And our big event is coming up June 7th through 9th in Denver, which, like you said, is our Elevate conference. Really excited for this conference because while we've always really focused on doing main stage stuff that's applicable for sales and marketing, breaking things up to sales and marketing, we have completely reinvented our programming this year to be role-based. So we have 5 tracks that attendees can choose from: company leader, marketing practitioner, sales leader, sales practitioner. So anything on our main stage is going to be applicable to everyone in the room, but then every track has their own networking time, their own breakout, and then their own hands-on workshop. So from an educational standpoint, you are getting a little bit of everything. No matter how you learn, you'll be able to get it, take it back to the office right away. And that's what we like to do. We know people have a lot of shows they can choose from, and we want them to get everything that they can from ours and making sure they get that ROI when they return back to the office the following day or Monday, whenever you choose to go back to the office after conference.
However many days you need to recover, I hear what you're saying.
We close the office for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because we here at headquarters need a nap after we execute Elevate.
It's the big, this is the Super Bowl, I guess, for you all every year?
Yep. This is our big one. We've done smaller shows in the past, but with this role-based programming, we found a way to kind of create that small group feel, but in the bigger event. So everyone, you can network with people that are similar to your role, the things, the people that are facing the same challenges as you, different partners in the room that can help you with some of those challenges, all of that. And then also still have the ability to network with everyone, with the group at large. So we've had some members, conference attendees that were like, hey, I really wish that I had more time to network specifically with people who are in my role. And then there's other people, like when I was a member of TMSA before I came on as executive director, I actually loved networking with people who didn't do my role because I wanted to understand how they did their role. So I was the director of marketing, and I was like, but how can I give content to my sales team that they will actually use? Like, I don't want to waste their time. I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to sound stupid to my sales team. So how can I do that better? So I loved talking to people that were in kind of my same one-person marketing team, but also talking to that other side, that sales team, so that I could be more efficient and could really understand what could be more useful to my team as well. So now you can do all of that. So you can have those bigger groups. We have optional networking. We also do a community give back. As you see this year with the community give back, we actually have nonprofits in transportation that will be in a community hub. So we have Truckers Against Trafficking. We have Blended. We have Next Generation in Trucking all signed up. So if you want to learn more about those nonprofits in the space, all while we will be making tie blankets for A Precious Child in Denver. So it's a really good, feel-good event, but also we've had people be like, hey, we hate coming to events and we don't know anyone and we don't know how to approach people. And we wish there was some type of activity that we could do to take that like awkwardness off. And so that's why we kick off our show with that. We do have a newcomers welcome, which isn't, again, just, hey, if you're new, come in a room and stand around and introduce yourself to people. We try to facilitate that. So you'll hear from TMSA leadership, and also there'll be different tables set up so you can learn how to maximize your time in the membership, but also at Elevate. Like I said, we understand there's a lot of shows that you come to and a lot of people that have to like go back to the office and explain the ROI and why they were there. And we want to help you be able to do that. And then we'll roll right into our opening reception, which also features optional speed networking. So that's like, hey, what do you do? Why do you do it? 2 minutes, and then you move on. So that way it helps you kind of navigate with people that you could want to follow up those conversations on, all right inside opening reception. So that's all Sunday, June 7th.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice little tutorial you have. It's helpful. I could do this all from memory, but
Yeah.
it's a Monday. So like having this with me is way better.
Sure,
We
sure.
do have morning walks Monday and Tuesday for people who want to get up even earlier.
Okay.
I will not be there. But we do have people that love to do that kind of thing. One thing I'm super excited about this year is our opening keynote, which is a Beyond the Buzz, the AI and tech move that actually work. So we have 4 people competing to earn our Tech Mic Drop Award. These
Okay.
are real use cases going on. So like part of the criteria to take the stage wasn't like, oh, this is something we can do for you in the future. Nope, you needed to prove your use case, how you're using it today. And so we'll have that, and the audience gets to vote live for who they think is the best tech tool that is taking over the stage, which is really, really great. I think this will be a fun way to kick off conference, but also obviously everybody's talking about AI, but I feel like there's just so much noise around it and what it can or can't do. So I wanted to actually put real use cases in front of people so people can really see how technology is being utilized in our industry right now.
Sweet. All right. Well, we don't want to spoil all of the agenda.
Yeah.
We can kind of do a call to action here and have
Yep.
folks go check out the website to go see
Mhm.
all the details. I guess any like just last little bits from you, Jennifer, here before we kind of jump off and go take a look at what other events are going on.
Yes, I like you said earlier, Denver, June 7th through 9th. We do really try to cater to all different types of learning styles, give everybody different ways to learn. We have the panels, we have the small groups, we have the big stuff that's applicable to everyone. We have the things into your role. We have ways for you to network with people in similar roles and with other sales and marketing people in the space. We have an economy panel, shippers panel, all of the stuff going on. And maybe most important, we feed you protein at every meal, because I think that's so important, because I know people get hangry, especially conference weeks. So that's what you have going on. Check out the website, connect with me on LinkedIn. Happy to answer any questions.
All right. Elevate, the conference that feeds you protein at every meal.
Yeah.
That's new hashtag right there.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's really important.
Well, thanks for giving us a quick breakdown of everything. I'm looking forward to seeing you there and all the other marketing and sales folks in the industry. We'll dive into kind of the section where we just talk through what else is going on in the industry. The calendar of events at the moment is sponsored by Dextery, who has the world's tallest autonomous robots that check out your inventory and keep up to date on what's going on in your warehouses inventory wise. We can kind of scroll through April and see that we had some pretty stacked up weeks in here. This was the week of Modex and TIA right here. That was nuts. Last week was a bit busy. I was on a cruise ship all week though, so I kind of took a break. But what is going on this week? I think a couple of the big ones are ISM World, which is the procurement sort of side of the house. We've also got a few other things. This was interesting. The Express Carrier Association, ECA, is having a marketplace event here in DFW, and it's basically speed dating. It's like 48 meetings within 48 hours, and you kind of like fill out a prerequisite sort of form. They match it with carriers, and it's carriers and shippers and whatever all meeting. Another interesting one that I would like to invite everyone out to would be our virtual warehousing after dark, which is on Thursday evening at 7 p.m. This is warehousing after dark. We do this in conjunction with Kevin Lawton and the New Warehouse podcast. Yes, it's mostly for warehouse nerds, but it also is kind of open to just everyone in the logistics space who wants to have like an informal way to just network with people in the logistics industry in general. And then we've kind of got a bit of a busy month next month, and we can talk through that. But maybe it's something we'll just sneak a peek at real quick. It's just where I'm going to be. This is on the Surgere Where's Nathan landing page. So coming up, I've got ASCM San Diego. I'll be speaking along with Kevin Lawton and some other folks there in San Diego at their annual supply chain conference. Ship Heroes getting together in New York. We'll be there as well, having some fun with them. Home Delivery World in Nashville. TMSA Elevate in Denver. And then making a bit of a long flight down to Cape Town for SAPIX. That's going to be happening in late July. So that's a quick little sample, I guess, of what's coming up. What else is on your agenda, I guess, as we kind of wrap up here, Jennifer? Any other things you're doing between now and Elevate?
Well, I'm full steam ahead for Elevate. We have virtual events and then prepping for some virtual events we have going on in the back half of the year. But I hit this time and I am at home prepping for the show.
Yeah.
But I do like to watch where everybody else is going and hear feedback for and all the things that people learned and the people they got to see. But yeah, I've been because we switched programming and stuff this year, my travel schedule has been fairly light this year to make sure that we're making it as impactful as we can.
Sweet. Okay. All right. Well, looking forward to it and see you soon, Jennifer.